Hello, my name is Bryce Tubbs. With me today is Faith Nwaobia. He's a social selling consultant, LinkedIn brand specialist, and as a speaker and a LinkedIn local host. Okay, I'm super excited to be able to bring this person to you guys to share a story and get some great tips on, branding using LinkedIn. Is there anything else that you'd like me to add to the introduction, Faith?
Actually, Bryce, I think you got almost everything. Like you said, my name is Faith Nwaobia. I'm a social selling consultant, LinkedIn brand strategist. I'm also a content writer, a career coach. I also provide business solutions to clients that are in B2B. I also do to B2C. Of course, I'm also a keynote speaker. I'm also an author. So I think that wraps it up. Thank you very much. Wonderful introduction, I must say.
Excellent. Yeah, we're going to be talking about his book in a little while, so stay tuned for that, okay? So, Faith, everybody has, past. What were you doing before you got into, coaching and branding, and what made you decide to get into that industry?
Lovely. I've always been a person of, I always loved teaching. Teaching has been my foundation. So, like we say, everybody has a past. I did teaching for 7 years. If in one of my recent posts on LinkedIn, I mentioned that I did teaching for 7 years before I joined banking. So, the whole idea was I've always wanted to impart knowledge. I've always wanted to have someone empowered. I've always wanted to see that someone gets a particular knowledge right, courtesy of maybe my input, my contribution. So that has been my propeller. It's been fueling me. So the past has also been the reason for the present. And I'm also certain that it is going to shape my future, going forward.
Okay, that's cool. Um, you do a lot of, great things. So, I think we can talk about each one first. So for your LinkedIn brand specialist, consulting, you know, who do you generally work with?
Yeah, thank you very much. The thing is, I work basically with B2B clients. B2B, that's business to business.
Mhm.
So what I do for them, I manage their pages online on LinkedIn precisely, and I grow their brand, their network. I try to help them generate leads. One of the things I do, because I'm a social selling consultant, it doesn't end online. I track these activities offline.
Mhm.
So most times I end up making sure that I get meetings when it is necessary to close a deal. Sometimes it will require to even move from a particular town to a different town, so long as the client or the lead is something that is viable. So that is on that. So generally, I help businesses generate leads, build their network, also establish them as a thought leader in their own right, especially when it has to be that they want to create a particular value or a niche for themselves around a particular market. So you need to be perceived as having some kind of content to show your authority in the area. So as a content writer too and developer, I also help, I marry all this together while trying to manage businesses, okay, on LinkedIn. Because the thing about LinkedIn is that it offers amazing opportunities, and professionals are there, businesses are there. So the best place for any business to coexist to should be on LinkedIn. So as someone that I've taken my time to understudy the mechanism of LinkedIn and how it works and how much businesses that can be generated using the platform. So I facilitate this for businesses. So that's primarily what I do for brands. B2B mainly, though sometimes I also help B2C, that is business to client brands.
Mhm. Okay. Um, so you mentioned two things I would love to expand upon. So building authority online. Can you give us some tips for that, for how to do that? At the basic, easiest level, what are some things you can do?
Building what, sorry?
building authority, how you're saying online and
Okay,
being linked
authority.
in. Yeah.
Okay, great. Like normally when a brand is about entering a market or is about showing a particular showing that they have a particular product, new product, or a new service that they're introducing, it's always very important that they make sure that they sensitize their audience, the targeted clients, the prospect that they are having. One of those is to make sure that they come up with quality content, because we are in the era of content. People are interested now more than ever to read so much about a particular thing that they want, even before they will make a buying decision. So social buying has taken over. Cold calls aren't so much working any longer. In fact, you would be surprised that your buyers may be more than knowledgeable than you think you are in a particular product that you are offering, because they read a whole lot voraciously around other things that people have written in that area. So for a brand, for you to be seen as an authority, you must come up with quality content. That is why for any brand that is very serious this time, it is a must that you would have in your team a content developer whose job it takes to look at what you're offering, look at the market, look at the various indicators, the buyer personas, and check them through, create content that will be able to address some unasked questions that clients have that they are hidden. Okay, so those hidden, unanswered questions are actually the things that create objections to buying, you know. So creating and becoming an authority shows that you must have them, you must take them by their hands to a place you want them to be, and that is a place of buying from you. Okay, and for them to buy from you, you need to constantly let them understand that you are in the business that you understand. Okay, because they are also reading, understanding, researching from other platforms, from other um, service providers of the same product that you are offering to them. So when I say building an authority or becoming an authority in a field, which I also help businesses to develop, is that the content development, their message, the way they brand their business online, everything counts. Okay, everything counts to becoming an authority. So that is about that.
Okay. What are okay? Actually, so now the counter, right? The flip to that. What are some mistakes that people are doing with branding on LinkedIn? First, we can start with the business. Second, we can start with like people who are like coaches. What are some mistakes they're making?
Okay, actually, one thing that I've discovered as a LinkedIn coach and brand strategist on LinkedIn is that there is this mistake that many people make on LinkedIn, and that is trying to gain something before you have offered something. It is just the wrong approach. What do I mean by getting before you offer? You see, there is a way the LinkedIn platform works. You must have to contribute. You must have to show that you care. You must have to show that you are actually interested in the people, not the other way around, not just about you. Okay, so I see so many coaches, consultants, when they come, they start flying posts. I'm into this, I sell this. In fact, nobody wants to be sold to, but everybody buys at the end of the day. So how do you navigate around that? You must first and foremost make it their own business. Okay,
Mhm.
their business is that you need to come to them like you are part of them. Okay, wear their shoes, know how it feels. How do you do that? Offer value, and this offering value could come in different ways. So I see situations where people, their post is just all about the services that they offer. Come and you could link, you could contact me. I am a particular, maybe a career coach. You coach on this, I coach on that. but then you've not taken your time to address perhaps someone that has a problem with interview. You've not written anything around how a client can navigate the problems of interviewing. So that is an offer. You're offering value. This time you're not asking for anything. You're not asking the client to come and book you. Okay? So you are just talking about a particular need, a particular value that they would gain, which means it's open for everybody. So you write about interviewing skills, how people will be able to navigate the issues of interviewing. It could be CV writing. Even sometimes I see some people that who actually understand the way it goes. For me, from time to time, like there was 2 days ago, just I think yesterday precisely, I did a post and I volunteered to review 5 LinkedIn profiles for free. Is what I charge. I know my bill on that. I know how much I bill on that, but I did it for free this time. So it's part of offering value. So you're a coach, you're a consultant. Around what you offer, around that your service that you provide, you could actually reach out. You could actually provide some values. It doesn't cost so much. It doesn't cost a thing even to show kindness. Kindness is endless, like I normally say, and that is the best product, the best service that you should first render before you would begin to attract any value back to yourself. So that is the mistake, trying to gain when you have not offered. In fact, it still goes back to my philosophy. I call it the traces. Perhaps we could talk more about that as this interview goes on. But the thing is, contribute. You must be ready to contribute in people's life before you start asking them for favors. Don't ask for favor when you have not contributed. That is one of the strongest mistakes most coaches and consultants make, and even businesses to make on LinkedIn.
Can I ask you some question about this, right? So let's say that you have like a coach in the audience is watching. They have like 10,000, 20,000. Actually, no, let's go lower. So they have like 5,000 connections, right? But in order for them to contribute, do you want them to contribute based on what their ideal client is, or contribute general value that everybody on the network could get value from?
Yeah, the thing is, one thing that you must discover, that you must do as a consultant, as a coach, is that you should know who your targets are.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, you should know your audience. You should know who matters to you. That is first thing. LinkedIn is big. It's a big fish. It's a big sea, with several fishes. So you need to know who belongs to you and where to cast your net. Okay. So it has to be strategic. That's the thing. You have to be very strategic. So coming back to your question precisely, is that, like I said, knowing who are your targets. Now, if you know the service that you're rendering and the people that service is meant for, or that service would be meant for, you would be able to know what kind of problems they would have. Because actually the service that you have has a solution it needs to solve. Because every service is a solution to a problem. Okay? So that's the way it is. So normally you should know what kind of um, pains, we call them pain point, that your client should have. Okay, so these pain points are the things that you are coming to solve with your service or your product. What we are saying is that sometimes try to solve this pain point without asking for money.
Mm.
That is the point we're making. Try to solve this pain point sometimes without asking for money. Money would come eventually. You are in it for the money, but yes, but then you must have to see how you can work around solving two of those pain points, working around it to make sure that people begins to trust you. Because we're talking about trust. People need to know that you care for them. People need to know that it is not just about the money for you, that you truly, genuinely want the best for them. So that is the point. So no matter the crowd you're facing, no matter what kind of number you are expecting to be your clients, your clientele or your client base, it boils down to make sure that you offer some value. That's the point. It can't be overemphasized, Bruce. It can't be overemphasized. Find a way around it. Solve some of the pain points one way or the other. It could be a free webinar, okay? Could be a free webinar. It could be some tips on your content that you develop from time to time. Free advice around pain points of this of your likely services that you're providing. Okay, so these are the things that you do as a coach, as a consultant, and I'm sure by the time you start asking for them to come get the real deal, if the foundation is already laid, building wouldn't be a problem, truly.
Next question I'm thinking about. Where to go? So let's talk about the 3 C's since we're already in the contribution part. What are the other 2 C's?
Yeah, sure. The thing is, the second C is even the one you're calling. The thing is, there are 3 C's, yes. The contributing part is the second C. So I'll take it this way. The first C is connect. The second C is contribute. The third C is communicate. Now, anywhere I go, any speaking opportunity I have, because my speaking opportunities surrounds mostly around social networking, LinkedIn, branding, business development. Because even when you talk about business development, you still talk about networking. You need people to do business with. So how do you manage people? How do you relate to people? So it's about relationship building. So this strategy isn't just about LinkedIn. It's about relationship building. In fact, it cuts across every facet of relationship building. Okay, be it in the normal business setting, be it in religious setting, be it in the group set, in club, wherever you belong, you need the 3 C's. So long as you want to build some form of relationship. Okay, so back to it. The first C, like I said, is connect. The second is contribute. The third is communicate. And they are sequentially arranged. Not that I will call communicate this time, call connect the next. No. It has to go, it has to flow. Connect, contribute, and communicate. Why is it sequentially arranged? Because each one builds up. The first stop is where the other starts. Okay, now let me run a quick one on it. Now, every relationship, whether you are doing it online like LinkedIn, or you are offline, maybe you are in a networking event, or you are meeting someone, every relationship starts with connecting. That is connect. So you have to connect with somebody. That means, hello, hi, can I meet you? You're connecting. So it could be online, it could be offline. So on LinkedIn, for instance, it's about sending requests to connect with somebody or accepting a request. That is where it all starts. So someone will definitely send a request, someone will definitely accept a request. So it all starts from there. So once that is done, that is the first part of relationship building. You've connected with somebody. And then let me tell you, for some people, it ends there. Some people in their life of relationship building or networking, it ends at the first C, connect. We've connected, that is it. Nothing more, nothing less. But let me tell you, no value comes out of such. You can't gain any value from just connecting with somebody. It doesn't end there. You take it a step further. Now that takes us to what we call contribute, the second C. Now this time you want to start offering value. You want to start making some contributions in that person's life. So on LinkedIn, for instance, you've connected, now time to contribute. How do you contribute? Quick one. Somebody makes a post. You went through it. Lovely. You like the post. Now you place your like. Now you went further to comment. Oh, lovely post. Nice. Brilliant. Inspiring. Insightful. Whatever you want to use. Oh, I think I gained a whole lot of value from this post. Well done. Keep it rolling. Okay, bravo. Whatever you want to say. Kudos. However you want to make it, but you keep doing this. You do this from time to time. Now, from time to time, too, you watch out this person, because you actually want a relationship. It's not just you don't want to end it at just the level of connecting. So maybe the person does a post, and then I say like is the is first, commenting is second, sharing is the third. That's like, oh, this person, somebody sees your post, likes it, the person is showing you, oh, nice. He comments on it. He said, "Oh, wonderful." He shares it. He said, "Now so awesome and amazing." So it goes like that. So you share somebody's post, you tag the person, because LinkedIn now, once you share somebody's post, it shows on the person notification. Okay, so the person have shared your post from time to time. That you would notice it. Now, now from time to time too, the person, you also make post, you tag the person on your post, you're calling their attention. Tagging means come and see what I've written. I think I need your opinion in this. Can you please share your own view about what I've written? That's what tagging means in the real sense of it. Though some people tag for algorithm reasons, algorithm in that they're looking to see that their post gain some visibility, so they're looking at count. But the main aim of tagging is to call people's attention to your post so that they can make a contribution, they can add value, they can add their own opinion and their views. So that's on the contributing part of relationship building or social networking on LinkedIn, anywhere. And then that is it. So another thing that you can also do to contribute is somebody is celebrating, maybe changed their job, got promoted. Of course, nothing stops you from doing a very wonderful post and say, please, gentlemen, ladies, I want you to join me, celebrate so person today. He's been promoted to so place, to so position. So wonderful. I'm so happy that this is happening. Okay, so congratulations, please. I think I'm learning so much from you. Well done, kudos. So you are contributing. I'm sure that this person that you are doing all this for is noticing what you're doing. Okay, so sometimes you also see people, like, okay, the person begins to get back to you and then begins to also do the same thing that you're doing, because that is human nature. Human nature is that when they receive something somewhere, one way or the other, they want to start reciprocating. That is kindness is contagious. It is endless. Once you start showing people that they matter, that they're of note, they want to reciprocate. They want to show you the same way, okay, that you make them feel. That is it. So that is on contributing aspects. Now that would now take you to the last in the communication strategies, which is social networking strategies, which is the last thing, which is communicate. Communicate is, yes, in all these things that you're doing, at the end of the day, you still have an aim. You also have reason why you are connected with this person, reason why you want this relationship. Okay, so you're a coach. Okay, this client is someone that you've connected, you've added value, you've tried to show them how much you care and all that. It's a time to let them know that truly that you have something of note and of value that you think they should come and check up and then find out how it will be helpful. And let me tell you, at the moment that you are making this communication or that you're communicating, you have done almost the whole job. The whole job is almost 80-90% completed. Now, this is what happens. Hello, Henry or whoever. Um, you know, you've been a wonderful personality here. We've been connected for some time now, and I've learned so much from you. And I'm sure this our relationship is mutual. So why you are saying is mutual, because you know that somehow you guys have connected, you've shared values, and then immediately you say it's mutual. The person will stop at that level and goes back to your profile to check your activities to know whether truly the claim that you have is true or not.
Mhm.
And immediately the person verifies that the claim is right, it comes back to your message and read on. And then you are like saying, okay, I actually work with this company. I'm actually a coach. I'm a career coach. This is what I do. I facilitate for companies. I try to coach their employees on so maybe particular um, skill. It could be you take them on employee satisfaction, um, maybe job hunting techniques or whatever it is that you take. But then that you also want this type of thing to, if it is possible for him to refer you to a brand that you think he has connection with, or even to his own his or her own brand, depending. So what I'm trying to say that the communication, or maybe for someone that is job hunting, is also it could also be the need for you joining LinkedIn. But it shouldn't be only the first thing that you brand, that you start making looking so desperate about. Keep it with you. Do the first things first. Get the right relationship. Get it right first. Build relationship first, and then the next thing is coming. And this is something that happens. The secret about this is that once you've done the right thing, sometimes you're not even the one to do the communication. The communicate may even be that same client that that you've done all that you're supposed to do, will even be the one to communicate to you. Okay, I'll be like, you can get a message like this for people that are job hunting. They'll be like, okay, Faith, I've noticed that you're a very active person on this platform, and you've been contributing so much. I think I found a job opening. My friend mentioned to me a job opening, and I think you're a very good match. Could you please send your CV? Is this something you want to consider? Send your CV, please. And then such a thing can actually happen because that is, you've done your bit. Such a thing will only happen when you first contributed after connecting, and then communication could actually be the person that you're supposed to communicate to could actually be the one communicating to you this time because you've done your 3Cs right. There's a whole lot to talk about this. Of course, I put it up in a book, so a whole lot to talk about it, but I think it's just an idea of how they are related.
Okay. That's pretty cool. I like the order. That really does, make a lot of sense. A lot of people online, they have the order wrong. They connect, then they communicate right away.
Yeah, sure. They jump the contribute parts, and that is fatal. You're not going to get any result meaningful, and they begin to complain that it doesn't work. LinkedIn is not working. It's a scam. Nothing is happening here. Nobody's getting anything here. I think I'm stuck here. I'm getting out. People are just faking. No, you
Yeah.
start saying this type of things because you are doing it the wrong way. If you follow the social networking strategies of the traces, as common as it sounds, it is so super and powerful that in my life I've been headhunted on different occasions. I've gotten recommendations and referrals that I didn't ask for. I didn't ask for them. It's not like when you're being headhunted, you do not know. That's the difference between headhunting and recruitment. And recruiting, you're recruited when you submit your CV. You're headhunted when you've not submitted any CV. Somebody comes to your inbox and say, "I think you're a good match. I have investigated you. You are good. Why don't you send in your CV?" That is headhunting.
Mm.
And that is the best thing that LinkedIn offers if you do the right things the right way. 3Cs, if you go through them the right way, that's why I recommend that people should get this ebook. Very, 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 very helpful so that they will be able to get through the 3Cs.
How can people go get that ebook? Can they find it on your LinkedIn or Faith?
Yeah, I'm here.
How can people go get that if they want to find it out? Can they find it on your LinkedIn account or?
Yeah, sure. The ebook is actually on Kobo Store. Um, Kobo Store is an e-platform that for ebooks, for audios, anything anything electronic. So you can actually get to ebook Kobo 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 Store. Once you go to Kobo Store, open it. Once you search on the search box, 3Cs of social networking. Three Cs. In fact, if you put 3Cs, it will pop up. One part of the things, a part of the searches will be 3Cs of social networking by Faith Nwaobia. It is there on Kobo Store. Then if it's somebody that is on LinkedIn, that is following me on LinkedIn, or that can access me through LinkedIn. Of course, if you go through my posts, I'm sure last month you would notice where I dropped one or two places the link to the Kobo Store directly of the ebook.
Okay, cool, man. So, where can they find out more information about you?
Okay, more information about me, truly. You could actually look at my LinkedIn profile. I have my email address there, victoriouspage2013 at yahoo.com. You can write me an email on also fnwaobia at gmail.com. These are my personal emails. not affiliated to any company, not linked to my brands or company or something. So these are the ones I think if you write me directly, I'll be able to pick them, and then I'll treat them one-on-one. And I'm also very open there on LinkedIn. You can DM me if you are my connection. If you're following me, you could also try to connect so that we'll be able to freely chat on LinkedIn. For any reason of any sort, you want to grow your brand on LinkedIn, you want to understand how to navigate the potentials of LinkedIn and gain values, and also maximize its potential, the potentials of LinkedIn proper, whether as a salesperson, as a coach, as a consultant, um, as someone that is also job hunting, you're seeking for a job or something, anything around LinkedIn that you are, whatever reason that you want LinkedIn for, you want to build your network, you want to build your brand visibility, you want to gain leads, you want to attract leads, you're looking for job on LinkedIn. We have a whole lot to talk about. Why don't you just get in touch? I'm here for you. So my email address, my LinkedIn profile is there. You can search for the email address there. If you didn't get it, is on my profile. You can write me directly on LinkedIn.
Okay, cool. And if you guys do not know how to spell Faith's name, it's underneath his image on the left-hand side. I'm going to spell it out for you guys, though. So Faith space Nwaobia. It's a really cool name. Thanks so much for coming today. I think there was one other thing you wanted to talk about. It was one of your startups you like to talk about, which is
Yeah, sure. I would like to mention two things. One is that we hope that the COVID-19 will allow us to, of course, we are hoping and praying that we'll be able to have our LinkedIn local that we're organizing for Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is one of the major cities in Nigeria. Port Harcourt, actually, the program is for a region. It's called Niger Delta. It's about 9 states combined. So we are looking forward to having a very massive gathering of people, professionals, businesses coming together to network offline this time, to meet one-on-one, gain value. Okay, so there will be resource persons. Okay, there will be a whole lot of brand exhibition too. Okay, for some brands that operate within the region. So it's one thing that I'm looking forward to. Okay, so the other side of it is I'm also a co-founder of, outside the fact that I consult for businesses, I also have things that I run on my own. I've co-founded few startups. Two of these startups at the moment, one is yet to be unveiled, which I wouldn't want to talk so much about. In few months, I'm sure I will unveil it through my LinkedIn platform and then some other platforms. But one that is so much keen, that is unveiled, that we are working seriously on now, which of course every youth globally needs to be part of, is Youth Up. Youth Up is a movement for youth. The whole idea is to empower every young person by bringing them together, helping them to work as a team, as a group, instead of working as individuals. This time is about group and collective strategy, not individualistic approach. So what we are doing, the aim of Youth Up is to form a strong brand management firm that runs across various platforms: LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what have you, anywhere. We pick a brand, we take it from scratch, we give you a global brand awareness. We generate leads for you globally, because one of the things we've discovered is that at the end of the day, we are all connected. And the fact that we're a global village, even the COVID-19 gives you impressions to understand that we are all connected. More like anything that affects you in America affect me here in Nigeria. So we are all connected. So the same way with brands and businesses, all of us need to, all brands and businesses need to come together to form, need to build a global visibility. And that is what UTOP is about. So as a group, we take it as a project for all partner brands to give them global visibility, because we have we have teams from different continents, countries coming together to form Youth Hub. So it's something that, in fact, is one of the biggest movements for youth that I'm sure will be recorded in the history of time.
Wow, that's gonna be pretty great. I really appreciate you taking the time to, even do this interview and, provide some great value with your 3Cs.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Chris.
Excellent. And, for the audience watching, if you would like more interviews just like this with entrepreneurs who are, moving forward, trying to be recorded in the history of time, constantly pushing forward a vision of, helping more people out, I recommend you either click the link either above or below this video so you can go join our free community called Uncapped Growth Strategies on LinkedIn. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Have a great day. Talk to you soon and see you later. We're done recording in 3 and 2 and 1.